Hello again. Please allow me to indulge this week in a big dose of national pride. Our Australian women's football team have got our attention and stolen our hearts and now stand on the edge of greatness. Australia has never been a footballing powerhouse. Sure, we've had great players, world-class players, but we've never had a team that's been in the conversation when it comes to potential World Cup champions. Feels strange even saying that. But here we are, a World Cup semi-final this Wednesday. Win that, we're in the final. Win that, whoa. We are a nation of cricketers, rugby league and union enthusiasts, surfers and swimmers. Could we be about to conquer the world game? But a pause. We shouldn't get too carried away just yet. Those two games that are in front of us are against very difficult opponents. And that's precisely the reason why this talk of public holidays, if we win the Cup, should not be entertained. It's the type of dangerous, arrogant talk that can backfire. It's tempting fate and has already happened once during this tournament. Remember this ad that aired about the US team's chances.
And the whole world is wondering, what's it going to take to stop this US team?
Easy, love. We mark Alex. What about Rose? Or Trinity?
Poor bloody Rapinoe.
Rapinoe scores!
We could get younger players.
They already did that.
We have veteran experience.
Listen to what you're saying.
That is a world-class combination.
Their flights could get canceled. Seriously?
We can steal their place.
It's quite simple, really. You train for 4 years in an AR simulation that mimics their every move.
Yeah.
Initializing crystal done.
I got it. We go back in time and stop them from ever playing soccer. It's a great game. You'll love it.
Wait, are you just describing the plot of Terminator?
What's it going to take to stop this U.S. team?
They're faster. Slower. Rougher. Nicer, eh?
Play with passion.
With style.
With precision.
Je ne sais quoi.
I mean, the entire world is going to do whatever it takes to stop the U.S.
Good luck with that.
Turns out, wasn't that hard in the end? The only bit of crowing the Australians have done was at the start of the tournament regarding equal pay. Here's a reminder of that.
2007 was the first World Cup I played in, and it was the first time FIFA awarded prize money to women, 25 years after the men.
In 2010, we fought for our first CBA with basic pay. We won the Asian Cup and went back to our part-time jobs.
In 2013, we signed a new deal to make sure we got our laundry done for us.
In 2015, FIFA made us play the World Cup on artificial pitches. The grass was fake and the disrespect was real.
Later that year, we took a stand for some real progress in our next CBA back home. Just like we do on the pitch, we stuck together, refused to back down and got the result.
Now we're treated as serious professionals with fairness and respect that women deserve.
We're not talking about individual leagues here. This is the World Cup. Obviously, the men's version of the tournament is bigger in every way. It attracts a bigger audience, therefore bigger sponsors spending more money, so the prize pool is much larger. That's an undisputed fact. But the women's game is on the up. And this World Cup, the players have definitely made a case to, at the very least, earn more than what they're currently getting. I'm not certain how much interest there is overseas, but here in Australia, it is the dawn of a new era. Nike, which makes the Australian jersey, has already reported our women's team has sold more merch than the men's team managed during and since the male version of the tournament just last year. And because we've done so well, the marketing potential is now even bigger. Captain Sam Kerr is the face of our team, still only 29 years of age, and one of the best players in the world. She may soon become Australia's biggest and most marketable athlete of either gender. The other players will now have their own opportunities for endorsements as well. As for viewers, records have been smashed. The quarterfinal was our most watched sporting event since Kathy Freeman won the Olympic 400-metre gold in the year 2000. Every Australian game has been played in front of a full house, and the crowds went beyond the stadiums for that quarter-final win over France. This was the scene inside the stadium in Brisbane.
Wild scenes in Brisbane.
And these were the fan sites in Sydney. Adelaide. Melbourne. There were even cheers in the sky when we won that penalty shootout. Tell me again why the women shouldn't get a bigger piece of the World Cup pie? Look at the scenes they're creating. So let's break the money down. At the last Men's World Cup in Qatar, the total prize pool offered by FIFA was $440 million. Argentina won the tournament and received $42 million, which is about 10% of the total. FIFA has offered $110 million as a total prize pool for the Women's World Cup. The winner will earn about $4.3 million of that for their federation and to share amongst the players. That's a long way short of male percentages. So if we're talking about percentages, for it to be fair, the winner should get $11 million this time, which would be roughly 10% of the total, which would be even with the men. So more than double current levels. And when the prize pool gets bigger and the percentages get bigger, the bigger the pay, so on and so forth. Even though spending on the women's tournament has jumped significantly year on year, FIFA has $4 billion in cash reserves. The argument that broadcasters need to stump up more cash doesn't wash anymore. If Australia wins the World Cup, it will arguably be the greatest moment in our nation's sporting history, which will inspire a whole new generation of players, just as it did for the Americans in World Cups gone by. As it stands, a World Cup semi-final is already up there. Our fantastic female footballers should be paid accordingly. I've watched football since I was a kid, and while it's a long way behind the men's side of things, there have been amazing changes in recent years for the women's game. Professional leagues have led to more investment and better pay, proving that if you build it, people will come. And as that build continues, the people will continue to come. We're seeing that right now in Australia, and the beautiful game is better off for it. Thanks for watching. To support this channel, please like, share and subscribe below. See you next week. Go the Matildas.